Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a reader, and a healer on the twin flame path myself, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey. I believe that if you have found this video and this channel, you've been guided to do so. If you love the content, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the tribe. Make sure that you tap into your intuition. Make sure that you are following your internal guidance. It's really important. And every thumbs up to the video is so valuable. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into the reading. Hello all, and welcome to this week's mirror message. I'm going to start doing the mirror message again every week. I feel like the energy is shifting enough, and I just feel like it's time to get back to that he said, she said spread for the divine masculine and the divine feminine in the twin flame journey. This in general is for twin flames in separation or in challenge, okay? So let's get into it. I'm doing something new, and I'm just going to do this from now on in all of my videos. I went ahead and did my calling on spirit and grounding and protecting ahead of time, so we don't have to do that during the video. I'm trying to think of ways to make it just a little bit quicker so you don't have to spend quite so much time, so we can just get to the readings and do a little Palo Santo here to clear the space. I still feel like I want to do this, but I'll probably just do it as I speak from now on. Welcome back to my subscribers. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting this channel, for letting me be part of your journey. You know, I was just talking to someone the other day about how important this is, what I do here, to me, in my own twin flame journey, and just in my own soul journey and soul's evolution. I love what I do here, and I can't imagine not doing it anymore. I feel connected to you guys, and I get messages all the time. I'm actually going to start writing them down when I get messages. Because sometimes my memory is terrible, so I'm actually going to make a place in my phone just for messages that I get during the day, or that I wake up with, or in the middle of the night. I get them all the time. So anyway, okay, some for me, some for you, and we're all good. Nice, clean, clear energy. Okay, so let's start with Divine Masculine. We're using the After Tarot. I love this deck. It's the traditional tarot, but it's the next step. What happened after the traditional tarot card? And I kept asking Spirit which deck for this option. For this option. Why am I saying option? Divine Masculine's headspace is the High Priestess. For this reading, and I kept hearing the After Tarot over and over again. So I just felt like it's the thing, and then the Witch's Tarot jumped out at me to clarify. So Divine Masculine's heart space. How's he feeling? How's Divine Masculine feeling? How's Divine Masculine feeling? Come on, where are you? How's Divine Masculine feeling? The Hierophant. Ooh. Okay. This is a collective reading. Remember, it's not going to resonate for every twin flame. It is for a wave of twin flames that are in a similar situation right now, similar place in their journey. Okay. So every single little bit of the reading doesn't have to resonate for you. But there will be pieces that do if you're drawn to it. So make sure and stay tuned, and make sure and stay till the end. I'm going to pull some extra special cards at the end. Don't forget. Oh, please, while you're at it, go over here, about there, and like the video. I really appreciate that. That is really helpful for my channel. I know only about 5 to 10% of the people that watch YouTube videos hit the like. And the first thing I do when I watch any tarot reading is hit the like, just for the energy exchange. Doesn't matter if it resonates for me, I just appreciate the energy. So if you would do that, I would appreciate it. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles as blocks for Divine Masculine right now, challenges. It doesn't have to be a block. It can be just what he's working on, what he's trying to overcome. Maybe it's a block, something in the way. We'll read it, what it is, okay? And then Divine Feminine, what is her headspace right now? What's she thinking? What's Divine Feminine thinking right now? Divine Feminine thinking in the Twin Flame Collective for this wave. Divine Feminine, what is she thinking right now? What's in her head? What's her mental energy? What is Divine Feminine's mental energy? There it is. The Knight of Wands. Action. What is her heart space, heart energy? What's she feeling? What's Divine Feminine feeling right now? Give me a lead card for that, please. Give me an overall energy for Divine Feminine's heart space. Okay, we got 3, so we're going to take 3. It's the Hermit, Queen of Wands, and the King of Swords. Wow, that's interesting energy for Divine Feminine's heart space. Okay, we'll be back. I don't want to read until I get all the cards out. I'll talk about it. It's not like I'm going to lose that. Okay. Blocks, challenges, things that Divine Feminine is working on, overcoming right now. What's Divine Feminine working on? Or what does she need to work on? King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to just get a whole bunch of cards filled out. I'm just going to take the top one. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And let's clarify. At the bottom of the deck, and this is always for Divine Masculine, is the Fool. So the Divine Masculines wanted to jump in. Okay. Let's clarify this High Priestess. Divine Masculine's headspace. We have the Page of Cups and the Tower. Divine Masculine's heart space. How's he feeling? Clarifying the Hierophant. We got the Six of Swords. One more to clarify the Hierophant. And we've got the World. Nice. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles in what is Divine Masculine working on, or what is his challenge right now. We've got Temperance in reverse. Not feeling very patient. Clarify again the Nine of Pentacles. And we're going to know the reverse card. Knight of Swords. Man, this Divine Feminine wants to jump in and talk, and for some reason he can't. Okay, we'll get to it. Divine Feminine, what's in your headspace? The Knight of Wands. Clarify that Knight of Wands, this action card, wanting to rush into something, wanting to take action somewhere. Headspace for Divine Feminine. Clarifying the Knight of Wands. Strength. Okay, and then one more. Clarifying the Knight of Wands for Divine Feminine. The King of Pentacles, that's interesting. So we got the King of Pentacles upright in the headspace and reverse in the challenges or things to overcome. Okay, clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse for blocks or challenges, things that Divine Feminine is working on. Okay, we got 3 cards. We're going to take them. The Four of Cups, King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. That all makes a lot of sense. Okay, bottom of the deck for Divine Feminine right now, her energy is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, let me see what we got here. Okay, so let's look at the overall energy first. Divine Masculine's overall energy is the Fool. And this is the after tarot. So you can see here in this card, the Fool has jumped off the cliff, taken that leap of faith, and is hanging on, just kind of hanging on. He didn't take the warning from his little friend, the dog there. He just jumped, and he doesn't care. If you see, I don't know how well you can see his face here, but he's like hanging on by one hand, and his feet are kind of dangling there. And it's almost like the ground is right here. Oh, I've never noticed this card before. So look at the cliff he jumped off of was only this high. So his feet are actually on the ground. His feet aren't dangling. He's standing because his axe is like right there. So the overall energy for this Divine Masculine is that there's really nothing to be afraid of. For so long, he was so afraid to take the leap of faith because it was like the unknown. You know, you jump off the cliff, what's at the bottom, right? There's nothing scary at the bottom. He landed right on his feet. He's fine. He's just smelling this flower here. Actually, I think he's got an olive branch in his hand ready to extend. And it's like he can even touch the top. It's like jumping into the pool and thinking it's going to be really deep and your feet hit the bottom and you're like, oh, I'm fine. The overall energy of this masculine is like, I'm not afraid to take a leap of faith anymore. I like know that there's nothing bad at the bottom of that leap of faith. That's an interesting card. What's underneath it? I want to get a clearer picture of the overall energy. Temperance. And the Temperance card here, you've got the angel. There's a bird coming out of one cup and the other cup's being poured out. It's like finding peace on one side and pouring out your emotion on the other side. So not being afraid to take a leap of faith, feeling at peace with a decision that I feel like Divine Masculine has made a decision here, absolutely, to take a leap of faith towards his twin flame connection. He's found peace in it, and he's ready to pour his emotion out. Okay, and under that is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this may be a third-party situation here that we've been dealing with for some of the people in this collective. Now, the third party doesn't have to be a love interest, but I feel like it most often is, so you take it as it works for you, right? We're reading for a lot of people, so it's not just for one person. But we've got this couple that was left out in the cold here, and this other person that has their bags packed and is taking off now. So everybody's kind of out in the cold at the moment, but this couple is huddled together here. So we got the divine couple huddled together here, and this third party, whoever it was, is been sent packing now. I feel like they're out in the cold too now. I feel like it's going to come back together, and then we've got the three of Pentacles. Sorry, it's so different. I've never really looked at every card in this deck. We've got the Three of Pentacles under here, which again, a Three of Pentacles is often a third-party situation. There's usually a person standing on this bench pointing a flashlight at a couple. But instead, we just have the masculine energy in the card and both of the feminine energies out of the card right now. So the Three of Pentacles, I feel like there's no more competition here. I feel like this masculine is on his own devices at this very moment. I feel like whatever third-party situation is done. And the masculine is looking at this person holding the basket. It's a statue, and understanding that there's work ahead for him now after the end of the third-party situation. But I feel like he's ready to take on the work. And then under that, we've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Four of Pentacles over here, too, for Divine Feminine. But the Four of Pentacles really... Oh, yeah, this is a masculine who was really, really into money and like wanting to hold on to what was his. And he's understanding now that if he continues to do that, I mean, you can't take it with you. This is the I can't take it with me card. You know, you're not going to live forever, and money is not going to be a big fat comfort at the end of your life. The relationships that you've had in your life and the love that you've had in your life is what you carry forward. This masculine is finally starting to understand that money is not everything, and you can't take it with you. You better work on love in this life. There's been a lot of lessons here. There's a Tower under that, Page of Cups under that. Understanding that you can't just offer love out and then not follow through, you know, because you end up with an empty cup that way yourself. And there's been a huge Tower moment for this Divine Masculine leading up to this energy. I mean, whatever house he had built for himself is blown apart. Okay. Yeah, no longer afraid to take a leap of faith. There's so much lessons that have been learned here. Big Tower moment has happened here, and I feel like it's in whatever karmic situation he was dealing with. And that, you know, he, she, it's energy, it's not body parts, right? Don't get all caught up in genders. It's not about gender. We're all worthy and deserving of love, and it can be any configuration of divine counterparts in a divine couple. Okay. Divine masculine's headspace, the high priestess. Intuitive. Divine masculine's tapping into the intuition. Wanting to come forth and talk, wanting to bring communication about love too, not just any communication. After this tower moment, here's a tower in his energy. This divine masculine, the tower moment put him into his intuition. And he hasn't spoken about it yet, but I feel like he wants to come forward to talk about his emotions, about his love. After this tower moment, he probably wants to talk about the tower moment and how that helped him come into his intuition, how that helped him come into himself and tap into spirit and understand his place in the universe, in the dynamic, his twin flame dynamic, in the world. Really, really good energy. His heart space, the Hierophant. And the Hierophant here in the After Tarot, not a lot different from the standard one. I feel like he's learned some real lessons about sticking to traditions. It's like when you stick to traditions, it's got a book open and a staff in the other hand. It's like, look, look at everything I've learned. And, it's not all about, with the Six of Swords here, it's not all about sticking with what I've always known, tradition. It's not about sticking with what I've always known my whole life. He's getting to a calmer place, getting to a more peaceful place. And that means taking the lessons that he's learned forward. And he's figured out that he can end this cycle himself. He doesn't have to stay in this with the world here. His heart space. He's more open-hearted. He's learned his lessons. He's feeling more peaceful. He's ready to get to a happier place. I feel like I want to clarify this just a little bit. I was looking at this other deck earlier and I didn't know why, and I think I need a clarifier here for the Hierophant. The Divine Masculines, oh, there it is. And this was sideways, the Three of Cups. Three of Cups, this is the third party situation that he was in. Coming out sideways here under the Hierophant. He's learned his lesson about the third party situation. In his heart, I feel like he wants to empty. I feel like, okay, energetically, I don't think he's completely let go of the third party. I feel like they've been giving their marching orders. I feel like maybe they're physically separated, but there's stuff to still release here. But I think he knows completely that when he releases this third party energetically, and there could be legal ties too, right? When you split up with someone, if it's a romantic connection anyway, if you split up with someone, if you were living together and had assets together, and had children together, there's a lot to hash out, right? There's details. There's the real world, and there's the spiritual letting go of someone, but then there's all of the ties that you have to snip one by one in healthy ways, right? So I think this masculine knows that once this is completely released, it will be a happier time, and this cycle will be over. Will be over. Okay, what is Divine Masculine working on right now? What is it that he needs to overcome? What's the challenge? The Nine of Pentacles, being single, being financially stable too. And that has a lot to do with probably this third-party situation ending. Now, remember, third-party situation, you guys, could be a romantic partner where they're splitting assets. It could be a job, especially when we're talking about money and finances here and splitting that. It could be a partnership dissolving of some sort. It could be a job being left, like a new job. It could be just a financial situation that you're tied to, like you bought a house, or in like the house was a money pit. Or, you made an investment that went south, right? But whatever this third party, which is just an energetic block between you and your masculine, The divine feminine and the masculine, I should say. You know, it's funny, the demographics on my channel are almost split 50-50 men and women. Now, that doesn't mean that it's 50-50 masculines and feminines. I don't know how y'all identify. But there are a lot of both that watch my channel. So I don't like to assume that you're all divine feminines. A lot of you are, but a lot of you are not. Getting single and financially solvent, financially stable, feeling like you're good on your own. It's hard for this masculine. He doesn't want to be patient for this. And he feels like he can't bring in the communication to the feminine until he feels more financially solvent here. Like stable. Like, I'm seeing a table. I'm seeing like a table with 4 legs. If one of the legs is off kilter, and like you go into a restaurant and you sit down and one of the table is wobbly, it distracts you the whole damn meal, right? It's horrible. I'm seeing that picture, like the table wobbling, and it's like nothing is right because you're constantly off balance, right? Even a little bit, even if it's just a little bit, it's annoying. And so this masculine, I feel like he's trying to get his stability, his 4 corners in order. I mean, mentally stable, emotionally stable, financially stable, mentally, emotionally, physically stable too, because the 4 legs, I'm seeing 4 legs, which is 4 areas to be stabilized: mentally, emotionally, financially, physically. Probably getting his body in order too, or his physical surroundings. It could be that he's like working out and trying to get healthy. It could be with whatever karmic situation he was in, like if it was a karmic partner, you know, maybe he was unhappy and didn't eat well or something. Maybe he never got to exercise because they didn't like to do anything but sit in front of the TV. I mean, who knows what the things are, but it also could be getting his physical location, his home, that kind of thing in order too, but it's a physicality thing. Getting his 4 corners stabilized. But it's annoying to have to wait for that. With the Temperance in reverse, it's like, why do I have to wait? Why do I have to do this? When with the Knight of Swords in reverse, I want to charge in with communication. I want to talk about this Tower moment. I want to bring the apology. I want to talk about how much I love you. But until I'm stabilized, I can't do it. But the good news about this, divine feminines who are watching, or divine masculines who are watching, the really good news about this challenge, this is like the best challenge you could have. Because it's not like divine masculine is emotionally being held back. He's not stuck in his head. It's not the freaking 8 of Swords, which I don't even want to ever see again. Okay, not that. But I mean, you, as a twin flame, use certain cards that you see that make you groan every time you see them. The 8 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. And why do they make you groan? Because they're slow. And you know, patience is such a big part of this journey. And you know, we learn a great deal of patience if we stick through it. And you know, eventually it gets to be kind of funny, because when you grow some patience, you remember your former self just like antsy and jumping up and down in your seat, like when. And when that calms down, when you get into this 6 of Swords energy, when in a calmer place, you have more strength. You remember your former version of yourself doing that, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, I do know what that feels like, but thank God I'm not there anymore. It's a good feeling to not be there anymore. And if you are still there, if you are still in that energy of when's it going to happen, the best thing that you can do for yourself is learn to slow down and stop projecting the need for it to be quick, because this isn't quick. It's just not going to be quick, no matter what you do, no matter how many hammers you throw at it. You just got to kick back and let the other person do what they need to do. And once you do that, the energetic pull from you releases the other person to do what they need to do. But as long as you're throwing timing energy at someone, you know, why are you taking so long? What's going on? Why can't you just do this? Why can't you just get out of that situation? Why can't you just talk to me? everything in timing and just divine timing and all. That's not some big mysterious thing, guys. I know that people hear divine timing and they think it's some like being in the sky, you know, randomly saying, no, not yet. No, that's not what it is. It's literally just when people are ready, genuinely ready to have a successful relationship. That's divine timing, not some random thing. It's genuinely just readiness to be successful. And if you do something before you're ready to be successful, you're setting yourself up for failure. So embrace the divine timing. Once you can get to embracing that someone needs to do things in their own time other than you, the other person needs to do their own things in their own time, it takes a lot of the anxiety out of this whole dynamic. You'll feel a lot better when you get there. It took me a long time to get here. So no shade for those of you who aren't there, because it's not an easy thing to come to. But once you do, your whole thing shifts. Everything changes. Okay, let's look at Divine Feminine. Overall energy, Ace of Pentacles. New, solid, stable, offer, beginning. This is the first brick in the foundation of a new life. Justice, wanting justice in this connection, wanting the stability, ready to accept, a very accepting energy. Two of Wands. You know, I like that the Two of Wands is here, actually, because the Two of Wands is making the passionate choice. The choice hasn't been made by Divine Feminine. And that sounds kind of funny, because when you would think of Divine Feminines in the twin flame journey, you think that they're just chomping at the bit to jump back into relationship with a masculine, but that's not true. Not when you're ready. When you're ready, when you're truly full of self-love, when you truly understand your self-worth, when you've learned enough about the bullshit of the world and that you don't have to take that, you are not just going to let Divine Masculine stroll in and say, hey, how's it going? Let's get married. No, you're not ride or die. I got questions. I got questions first. And that's a really, really healthy place to be in, because unless they're ready, you don't want it. So it is still a choice to be made when they come forward. If they make you an offer. Maybe you guys don't want union. Maybe you just want to be friends. And that's healthy too. Come to a good place. And even a friend has to treat you right. Even you need to treat them right. I just made my new deck. I made a lyrics deck. It's going to be called the Modern Love Lyrics Oracle. It goes with my Modern Love Oracle and Messages decks. So one of the songs in there, one of the lyrics that I put in there, and it was just this morning, I sent it off to the printer, and I tacked a couple of cards on. It's a 140 card deck, you guys. I couldn't contain myself with music. I'm just too much into music. So it's a huge deck. It's like almost 1.5 of my regular decks, which are massive. But one of the lyrics in there was, you have to be a friend to have a friend. I have to be a friend to have a friend. I can't remember the name of the song. It was a song I never heard. I found it this morning and I'm like, oh, I need that. And now it's playing into the reading. And there is this energy right here with this Two of Wands. I have to be a friend to have a friend. I have to give love to get love. You know, it's very balanced energy with this Two of Wands. I'm not just going to go with my passionate nature and jump in like I did originally, right? It's, now I got questions. Like ride or die? Maybe not. Because ride or die means no matter what, right? I don't like that phrase. I mean, if you're loyal to me and you're good to me, I am loyal to you and I am good to you until the end. I'm a Capricorn. We don't budge. Capricorn with a Taurus moon. You know, it's like, we don't budge, right? I am one of the most loyal motherfuckers you will ever meet in your life. Sorry, excuse my language, but it's true. But I've learned enough about self-love and my self-worth that I'm loyal But if you screw me over, I'm going to be loyal from over there, not with you. So there's a big difference. So there is this energy of wanting the new beginning, wanting justice, and knowing that it's fated, that it happens, but knowing that there is a choice to be made. So the headspace for Divine Feminine, Knight of Wands, wanting to take action, get this sucker moving, like enough stagnant energy, right? The Knight of Wands is the absolute least, other than maybe some of the Chariots, the least stagnant card in the deck. And here's the Sphinx in the background. This is the After Tarot, so funny. So here's the Sphinx in the background, right? And the Sphinx is often like in front of the Chariot in certain decks. And it's like stagnancy. It's like I want to move, but I can't move. And so here's this Knight of Wands leaping over the Sphinx. And the Sphinx is looking up like, huh? It's like, I'm ready to not be stagnant anymore in Divine Feminine's headspace. But it's taking a lot of strength to keep the stability, because the Knight of Pentacles is, excuse me, the King of Pentacles here is the most stable card in the deck. So we have the most stable card in the deck clarifying the most mobile card in the deck. It's taking a lot of strength to have this balance between keeping this beautiful stability that has been gained, juxtaposed to this desire to move. It's like, I want to move, but I gotta keep my stability, and I have the strength to do that. I can move without losing my foundation, right? My pillars aren't rickety. I can jump, and when I come back down, they're going to be right there for me. Good energy, Divine Feminine. Okay, I'm curious about Divine Feminine's heart space in this reading, because this is the first place I'm like, So Divine Masculine's all good. I really like Divine Masculine's energy here. Divine Feminine's headspace is good. Divine Feminine, what's up with your heart space? So let's look at it. I think she's getting a little worn down from the lack of movement. I feel here a little bit of a worn down energy. It's like in her heart, she is this Queen of Wands here. I mean, fiery and passionate and creative and wanting to explore and create. And I mean, the Queen of Wands doesn't sit still for very long. She's holding this sunflower. These are all After Tarot cards too, clarifying. So I really want to look at these because they're a little bit different. I mean, she's so intuitive. Here's her intuition on point. But she's sitting. The Queen of Wands is sitting. I mean, and she doesn't look like she's about to move anytime soon. She's got this sunflower in her hand, which is growth, sunshine, happiness. The wand in her other hand, one wand in there. The Ace of Wands is in her other hand. The growth and stability is there. Her intuition is on point, but she's sitting. That's like, I just keep hearing sitting, stagnant. And that's not like it for the Queen of Wands. I mean, that's not what she's about. She's a person of action. She's a woman of action, or a being of action, I should say. And then clarifying also the King of Swords. King of Swords has their sword planted in the ground. They're not even holding it. They're just like, here. I'm putting my sword down. Which is really nice energy. This King of Swords has put their sword down. So she's, this Divine Feminine, I mean, her heart is kind of gone within. She's got like a protective thing with the Hermit here going on in her heart. I mean, she's thinking while she's in this mode. She's not just curled up into a ball, but I feel like there's a bit of sadness over the inaction because it's just not in her nature to sit back for so long. But she doesn't have her sword up against the masculine, which I really like. So if the masculine comes in to talk, I don't see a cutting their head off energy. This is definitely like, oh, what's interesting here. So this is the King of Swords, and they're wearing the crown, but the Queen of Swords crown is down here on with the sword through it. Okay, really different energy. So I feel like the Queen of Swords has just left this picture because her crown is on the ground there. It's like she took her crown off and she stabbed, she took the King's sword and stabbed it through the crown and said, look, it's almost an ultimatum energy. Like, I don't want to fight with you anymore. You come let me know when you want to talk. And he doesn't have a sword in his hand either. He doesn't want to fight. It's like the fighting is over card. It's like basically saying, look, I'm done talking about it, you know, about trying to, it's like I'm done trying to convince you or persuade you to come to me. I'm done talking that way. I'm going to step out of the card. I'm not going to fight with you anymore. You come to me when you're ready. That's the energy of that. I'm not persuading you anymore. I am just sitting here and I don't like that, but I'm not persuading you anymore. And you're just like hanging out on her own. This is Divine Feminine. I don't see this Divine Feminine dating. I don't see her letting other people in. I don't know whether she tried to do that and it didn't work. But I definitely see her kind of on her own. Doing her own thing. Growing in intuition. The Hermit. And the Hermit is holding a snake here. It's like it's got the snake by the neck. The staff turned into a snake, which is interesting. And there's always a snake on the ground, usually in the Hermit card. But it's like got the snake by the neck. Loyalty is on point here. But off on their own, trying to get some new illumination about things. I really feel like there's this pull back energy from the feminine, pulled back from the masculine. Not really liking the inactivity, but not wanting to fight. Not wanting to convince, not wanting to sway, just like, look, when you're ready, you come to me. Until that, I'm going to do my own thing. And not really wanting to cut off his head for it either. It's just like, it's an acceptance. It feels like acceptance. Like, okay, fine. You take the time you need. Come find me when you're ready. Challenges for the Divine Feminine. The King of Pentacles in reverse. I want to look at this card. The King of Pentacles has a bull under his pentacle here. It's such a stubborn energy. It's like he's like petting the bull with his pentacle. This is just a very strange thing. I really wish I knew what the artist meant by this. It doesn't matter. It's all intuitive anyway, but stubborn energy. King of Pentacles, the Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus or someone with a lot of Taurus in their chart too. Some of you. It's not going to be everybody. It's for someone who'll have an aha moment there. But it's almost like making peace with your stubbornness. Okay, and it's in reverse. So this King of Pentacles is making peace with our stubbornness, but it's in reverse. So it's like not making peace with how stubborn they feel like the masculine is. And remember I was just talking about that. You got to get into that energy where you just stop worrying about the timing and you stop being upset about the timing. This is the reverse of that. So the challenge for Divine Feminine is exactly what we were talking about before, is like, stop saying when it's going to happen. You know, when is it going to happen? Why can't you just do this? Why can't you just talk to me? Why can't you just come to me? Why can't we just work this out? Why can't you leave that relationship? They're just feeling like there's this big stubborn energy with the masculine, and then that's holding everything up. And the Four of Cups, I mean, just being so disappointed and bored with the situation. And then King of Wands here too. And it's almost like, for some people, and I feel like the King of Wands is not here for everyone. Someone out there is going to resonate with thinking that the masculine is being stubborn because they're a player. And they don't want to give up player ways. They just want whoever that they want. And like I said, that's only for a certain amount of people here. For most people, it's just it's tired of the masculine stubbornness and coming forward, and disappointment at it, and just boredom with this whole dang situation. You know, this journey is hard. For some, thinking that the masculine is being stubborn because they don't want to give up their singlehood or their ability to, you know, go with whoever they want, whenever they want, have whatever kind of relationships they want. Four of Pentacles here, also clarifying. Also, you know, there's this feeling of the feminine holding back because of this frustration. This is a whole frustration challenge here for the feminine. What she's trying to work on, I feel like the feminine's trying to get better at this. And I feel like if you don't know about this yet and this is resonating for you, feminines, like, work on this. Work on this. And, you know, you don't have to hold yourself back, because it's like a tit for tat thing. Like, you're going to be slow, so I'm going to completely hold myself back from you. That's not very healthy energy. Set your boundaries. Don't give more than the other person gives, but that doesn't mean you get petty about it. And this has got a bit of a petty energy. And it's almost feeling like, well, they're going to be petty and I'm going to be petty. Tit for tat. Not great. So I feel like feminines, for whoever feminines that this part resonates for, this is something to work on right now. And I feel like a lot of you are actually coming out of this energy, or have already worked on it, and they're like just cleaning it up. But some of you have to start working on it. Okay, let's pull some tea leaf cards. I just want to get a couple at the end here. Not going to do too many. I usually wrap the mirror message up here, but I feel like I want to just get some extra information. Okay. All right. So month of the year came out. March came out. Flute came out. And purse came out. Let's see what we get from there. So March is about spring. It's about renewal, disappointment in a friend and a lover, and pay attention to your finances. What were we talking about with masculine and the finances? I feel like, okay, so I feel like this is a message for the masculines out there, or for the feminines to understand about the masculines. What I'm feeling here is that there's about to be a renewal in finances. Look, this masculine lost money because of a friend or a lover. They lost money. And they're really disappointed in whoever this person was. They have to right now really pay attention to their finances. It's a big part of their life right now, trying to maybe rebuild that, regain that. They could be in a court battle to get it back. Maybe stuff was stolen. I don't know what it is. But someone that they trusted, someone that this masculine trusted, drained their finances somehow. Whether it was just from overtaking, borrowing and not paying back, from stealing, from asking for more than their fair share, or taking more than their fair share. Something has depleted this masculine's finances in some way, and they're really paying attention to that right now. But look, with March, there's about to be renewal here, and I'm going to go even further to say by March the situation is going to be healed. Okay, and it could have been happening since last spring as well. This could have happened last spring, or they found out about it last spring, especially if it's a theft situation that they didn't know about, like someone stole money from them or something. I'm hearing loans too, like maybe someone took a loan out in the other person's name or something and didn't tell them. Could be on their, I'm seeing a house, so it could have something to do with a house. Maybe they took a second mortgage on the house and didn't tell the other person. I'm seeing like an online loan. And that doesn't have to be a mortgage, but I'm seeing an online loan, like someone took a loan and didn't tell the other person. That's only for like maybe one person, but I wanted to call it out. But I mean, it could have happened as early as last spring, and it's like just now, like maybe there's a legal battle that's happened. Or it could be that it's just going to heal up by spring. All right, guys, this has been your mirror message. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the like while you're thinking about it. I really genuinely appreciate that energy exchange. I love you guys. Make sure and subscribe if you're new. Oh, and let me see. I'm going to pull the individual messages for anyone in the last mirror message who asked me to pull a card. So just one moment and we'll get to that. Dreams by Sarah Marchetti for this one. And we're going to start with Holly L. Remember to put in the comments of this video card please, or draw me a card please, something like that, to let me know in the next mirror message for me to draw you a personal card at the end and give you a little mini read on that. I'm doing that for everyone that asks, and you can do it in every single reading you watch. Okay, so we've got the 9 of coins for Holly. Let me get a clarifier. The Emperor. So Holly, I feel like you're really stable on your own right now. You're actually doing really well. I see you're really beautiful. I see you taking care of yourself very nicely. Lots of self-love here and lots of stability for you here. In fact, I feel like your financial stability could have a boost in the near future in some way, with the Emperor here clarifying. I almost feel like you are in Emperor energy. I don't feel like this is about your counterpart. I feel like this is about you, and I don't know if you're the masculine or feminine, Holly. What I do see is you being very stable, being in control of your life. I see you having a lot of authority. Maybe just a lot of people depend on you. It's you almost might be like a single mom, or because often if you're a feminine person, a female person, I shouldn't say feminine and female. If you're a female person, maybe you're a single mom in Emperor energy, because a lot of times single moms are in that energy because they are responsible for so much. I see you being very responsible. And the Sun, oh, and a lot of happiness. I mean, look, what I really feel that's going on, Holly, here is there's going to be a financial boost in your near future that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. It's going to bring you a lot of stability, and it's going to make your responsibilities like easier. It's going to lighten your load a little bit. Page of Coins in reverse. Yeah, you're not going to feel like so strapped for cash. I feel like that's about to get, okay, I just heard something really funny. And so don't shoot the messenger here, but I've got this like 2 of Wands in the back of the Page of Coins here, and they're very phallic. And it's almost like you feel like you've been shafted when it comes to money for like maybe a while too, and maybe by a couple of people. I feel like a couple of people have like left you kind of broke. And I'm not saying that I don't know if you're broke or not, but I'm saying not with as much as you really should have. But I feel like that's about to change. I actually see you doing really, really well independently here, either now or in the near future. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of happiness for you. It's a really nice change. And this Page of Coins in reverse, it's like no longer feeling like you got to scramble for or ask for money and stuff like that. I know that that's not what we're looking for in a twin flame reading, but I gotta tell you what comes out. All right, Holly, I hope that helps you. Okay. We're gonna do Lynn F next. Lynn. All right, Lynn. Give me a card for Lynn. What's going on with Lynn F? Okay. We have got the 7 of Swords, the Palace of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Swords and Cups here. You need to watch people in and around your home. There's someone, Lynn, there's someone here around your home that you can't trust. Maybe someone that has access. Look, with the Knight of Swords here, if someone here in the near future tells you, look, this person that you have in or around your home is untrustworthy, believe them, because it's true. I do not like this energy. In fact, it's like a thief, sneaky energy. It's like someone stealing from your house, from your home. I do not like this energy. And we got the Nine of Coins, the same card we had before for the last person. Look, Lynn, you probably have a decent home and you've worked for things for yourself. I mean, I see you being very kind and like lending money maybe sometimes, or giving people a place to stay, or whatever you do. I mean, you're like a really kind, stable person, and I see you extending that out where you can. Like, be careful who you trust with your money and with your home. With your home. You're so loving. It's like you have this open policy or something. Be careful. I see someone I don't like in your energy. Look, I got the Sun again. Both these cards for Holly. I mean, you have a happy home. It's beautiful. But look, you may be trying to make a decision whether or not to trust someone, and you instinctively, you kind of know, even though you don't know all the facts about this person, you instinctively know that you shouldn't trust them completely, because one sword is higher than the other in this Two of Swords. But you're so loving, it's like you might give them a chance anyway. Just be careful. I just want you to be careful. I don't want anyone to take advantage of you, and I really see someone sneaking, like, it's like trying to take something from you. I don't like that energy. Okay. Sometimes a heads up is really helpful. I don't think this is your divine masculine or anything. This is someone in or around your sphere. Okay. We're doing Tanya now. Tanya P. Tanya. Need a card for Tanya. Tanya is my friend that came over from My Ugly Truth Tarot. If you guys have never watched My Ugly Truth Tarot, go check out Angie there. She's great. I love her. Tanya. Card for Tanya. Card for Tanya. Oh, let's go the cards. I'm going to take the three that I could see, which is the Empress, the King of Coins, and the Hermit. I'm going to take all of these. I know they're one card draws, but if Spirit takes three, then I got to look at three. Just going to do a quick one. Something surrounding, Tanya, is it that you're wanting to have a child, or do you already have one? I see something about worry over a baby or a child. It's almost, I see, okay, I don't really know you that well, and I don't know your life, but what I'm going to say is, there's like this feeling like you want kids and you're worried that the time is ticking away, and that you're King of Coins. Maybe your masculine is an earth sign. I know you're the feminine, Tanya. Maybe your masculine is an earth sign, maybe not. Maybe they just have a high earth placement, but like they're in hermit mode over here. I mean, they're like secluded from you, and I see like worry, like, well, are we going to have a family or not? Or maybe you already have kids and you want them to step up. If this is already someone you have kids with, maybe you just want them to step up and be part of the family. Or maybe it's, you know, you or they have kids and you don't want to, it's like this concern about missing experiences in life because of the time that this is taking. I just see, I mean, you see so much abundance here. There's so much possibility, and you're just worried about time ticking away and like, is this going to happen? We get this card for 3 people so far in a row. Look, you're okay on your own. You're stable on your own. What you're providing for your family or yourself is really, really good right now. Take a breath. Take a breath. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. There is a lot of beauty in your life to be had. I know that you want this situation, but you got to let it unfold as it unfolds. Page of Swords. Yeah, you're tired of the watching and waiting energy. You just want this happiness. Moon, too much hidden. You know, you're tired of not knowing. Page of Coins in reverse, not getting the offer. I mean, you really do feel like your masculine is this King of Pentacles. I feel like you have a lot of admiration for him. You feel like he's a good person, or they're a good person. You just have to let them do their thing in their time. They still got enlightenment to get here. I just get this worry about the timing and how long it's taking. Go back and watch. I'm sure you've probably already watched the message, but it applies. Look, happiness is yours now. Enjoy the happiness that you have right now, and don't worry about the what ifs or the future things. Time is not going to get away from you. It's going to be okay. All right? All right, Tanya, I hope that helped. Odette. Odette. Oh, let's see what we got for Odette. Odette. One card for Odette, please. Okay. We got the Empress again and the Three of Cups. Getting a different message from this one, though. It's interesting how you guys all have cards in common. I mean, there's 78 cards. No, there's 82 cards in this deck because of the palaces. It's a lot of cards to have so much in common. It just goes to show that we are all so connected in the twin flame journey. Divine feminines, divine masculines. We are soul family all together as a group. It's amazing how connected we are. Okay, Odette, this third party situation, I get that you feel like it's not going to end. You're just feeling like the cups are full in this third party situation. Like, I get this feeling like, why would my person like leave their third party when they're happy with them, or falsely happy? And it's wearing masks, like, but they're not taking their masks off. And like, because they're not doing that, they're seeing it as okay. It's like, are they ever going to take their masks off? I mean, is this cycle going to end? And am I left over here, you know, to do my family and my life on my own? When they're over here just partying, that's annoying. Here's you, the Empress, loving, giving, nurturing, kind, wonderful, abundant, taking care of crap, taking care of family, taking care of self. And here's the party people over here, the third party situation, wearing the mask, not telling their truth, having a good old time, maybe drinking too much, I don't know. But it's frustration energy. It's like, here I am taking care of everything and you're just having fun. It's like, you know, is that cycle going to ever end? Because I'm tired of holding the bag. Palace of Cups. I'm tired of not having that loving, happy home that I want to have. I'm not saying that you don't, but I think you'd like it with your divine counterpart. Two of Swords. Yeah, they're, you know, I just feel like you feel unclear about this. Do I make the decision to go off on my own, or do I wait this out? Because it feels like it's not moving. King of Swords. Yeah, do I cut it out? Advice. Emperor. Yeah. Emperor, Empress. Look, this is your divine counterpart. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. And this person will get into their Emperor energy eventually. It's just, you know, whether or not it's in the timing that's comfortable for you. And, you know, let's face it, the twin flame journey isn't comfortable. Do your own thing. Don't stop looking at the party people over here. That, who cares what they're doing? Do your life. You are beautiful. You are abundant. You gotta move forward and do your own thing in your life, regardless of what your counterpart is into over here, because this is all fake. I mean, it's not even real. I mean, it looks all glittery and happy, but it's not even real. You've got what's real and stable and whole over here. So you got to stop looking at this as they're having so much fun, because it's not real, and it's gonna just crumble to dust. Like, here's you, you know, here's you, good on your own. You're good on your own for now. Okay. Your masculine, if it is your masculine, your person will get into their Emperor energy eventually and match you. Right now they're not. So it's just like, go back into the reading and look at what we saw for blocks for Divine Feminine. I feel like that's going to apply. That timing energy. Yeah, the masculine not taking that leap. It's like, are you ever gonna come in your intuition, masculine? You know, the cat here's a kitten. Not developed an intuition. All right, love, I hope that helps. Okay, that concludes the single card pulls. I love you guys. Hit the like for me, and I will see you next time.